This microcredential deals with understanding plant taxonomy and consists of 3 targeted skills. This targeted skill addresses the history of taxonomy. Since earliest times, humans have named plants to distinguish them between those that are edible and those that are poisonous. It was important to communicate their acquired experiences with plants to other members of their family or tribe. Plant taxonomy is the science that describes, identifies, classifies, and gives scientific names to plants. These names are based on Latin, a common ancient language that forms the root words of many modern-day languages. Aristotle, a famous Greek philosopher who lived in the 300s BCE, created the first known system of naming and classifying organisms. He mostly worked with animals. Other scientists followed, but Carolus Linnaeus, sometimes called Carl, was an 18th century Swedish scientist who is given the most credit for the modern system of classifying and naming organisms that is used today. He is called the father of taxonomy, as well as the father of modern botany, which is the study of plants. Linnaeus primarily classified organisms on the basis of their similarities and differences, and also developed 2-word scientific names using binomial nomenclature based on Latin root words. Plant taxonomy's first purpose is to identify all the different kinds of plants in this world, their characteristics, their distribution, and their relationships to other plants. A second purpose is to place plants into an orderly, sequential arrangement of plant classification. This sequence goes from the largest category in terms of member numbers, called a domain, sequentially down to the generally smallest category, called a species. A third purpose is to study the factors of evolution to try to learn the origin of each species and its relationship to others. A fourth purpose is to correctly name each type of plant according to the International Code of Binomial Nomenclature, meaning 2-word naming. This system permits only a single valid name for each kind of plant and is understood worldwide. This is the scientific name of the cacao tree from which chocolate is made. Before taxonomy, there could be more than one common name for the same organism. An example would be the common name of tulip tree, tulip poplar, and yellow poplar, even though this tree is technically not a poplar at all. With scientific nomenclature used today, its scientific name is known worldwide as Liriodendron tulipifera. Scientific names help to eliminate name confusion. Plant taxonomy is not a static, non-changing science because it continues to evolve as more plants are discovered and classified, and also as new research affects and modifies it. Especially deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, and ribonucleic acid, or RNA, which are the genetic materials of cells. They are really helping taxonomists to better understand the true evolutionary and hereditary relationships between plants. In conclusion, plant taxonomy is the science of naming plants and categorizing them in a hierarchical structure from the largest group, called a domain, to the generally smallest group, called a species. This system of classification continues to evolve and be revised over the years to accommodate new knowledge as it is discovered. Every organism is given a 2-word scientific name using binomial nomenclature so that no matter where you live in the world or whatever language you speak, the organism's scientific name will always be the same.